Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom review. See by the title below, yes, it's on episode 2 of In Another World with my smartphone. And honestly, it's come to the point when I look at the forums and everything with this for this anime, people are so mad for some reason. Like, bunch of people calling it, oh my gosh, this is super mediocre, there's nothing special about this. And honestly, in my opinion, I agree. There's nothing new about this type of anime. Sure, the smartphone thing is definitely different, but even that's why one of the reasons why I didn't care too much for this episode in one aspect is the fact that I kind of wanted to see more of him using his smartphone, as that's pretty much the big thing that makes this anime different from all the other fantasy kind of, take in from one world and put into a fantasy world type of anime. But overall, the reason why I watched this, honestly, it's got a calming effect, honestly, in the fact that it's kind of like you're having a bad day, but guess what? There's a new episode of this on, you go and watch it, and it's always going to be calming because there's nothing bad that really ends up happening, honestly. And it's just kind of enjoyable. There's nothing super bad about it, but there's nothing super amazing about it either. We have a character who's practically the second coming of Jesus, in the way that, yeah, God gave him his powers and brought him to this world, and the fact that he could pretty much heal anyone. It comes to the point he's so OP, and the fact that there's no magic for pretty much anything, that you have someone who's mortally wounded. He's got an arrow stuck in his chest. There's no way to take that out without killing him, and thus you can't heal him either because the arrow is still in his chest. But of course, our main character, Toya, is able to take the arrow out and then heal him, when normally no one would have been able to do both of those things. And then it even came to the point where, what's it called? It's like the mother was pretty much blind. She had the ailment, don't know why, but pretty much she cannot see. She's blind. And there's no way for anyone to heal her. The last known person that could have was, of course, Sushi, I think it was her name. That's the new girl, one of the new girls in this that was introduced in this episode. Her grandpa pretty much had the ability to heal any ailment, which means, of course, since he knows that, he was able to, of course, go ahead and heal her blindness, thus making it so happy family, and thus making it so, since it's a rich family and it's a duke, he was able to give him a shitload of money, one, and two, be able to give him these coins that allow him to get through any checkpoint and pretty much use the advantages of knowing their family and everything. Thus, it's making him even more OP. So you have a super OP character, and normally, like I said, I would hate that so much. But honestly, when it comes to the point, you have this, OP character, but he may be naive and kind of clueless sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, like, he should have known that he could use his power, but at first it seemed like he didn't understand, and the girls had to be like, oh, you can use your power, once they pretty much explained that the grandpa had that type of power and it's no magic. He should have known, but he's still kind of clueless and everything, which makes it kind of like every single moment he's helping these people for all these kind of different reasons, and it's not just for his own greed and everything. He's not taking this money outright, he's not taking the credit full on, which he could, honestly, because he's pretty damn OP. But honestly, it's just enjoyable in the fact that there's some comedy moments, there's some calming moments. The action isn't that amazing, it's more funny if anything, which is why I kind of, sure, it may not be at the level of comedy as Konosuba in my opinion, but it was also pretty funny that they did kind of go upon a Konosuba moment with him when he pretty much learned that he could call something, which is pretty much a callback to, of course, Kazuma being able to use his steal ability, which of course he steals pantsu, and he pretty much says, oh, what if I could steal your underwear? And the girls just go running to the side like, oh my gosh, what the heck? And at first, honestly, I thought that was what he was gonna do, considering the fact that the other girl that we were introducing to her, Yai, pretty much, she was like, oh. So I thought at first that was her pantsuit being taken, but instead it was just her headband. And I was like kind of disappointed, not gonna lie, but it was still pretty funny in a way. And the way she was like, oh, My hair's kind of flying all over the place. It could have been full on like, it's getting kind of breezy down here. Can I have my pantsuit back? You know, that would have been pretty damn funny. But I guess it would have been copying Konosuba a little too much, you know. But overall, I think, you know, I watched this anime not for it being the most amazing and spectacular anime, but it's got a really interesting calming effect. And I do like the, you know, we may not have a huge story, but it's kind of like a slice of life, honestly. Most of the time, as you've heard from me before, I don't really care for too many slice of lives, but this is kind of like a fantasy slice of life. They're going, oh, time for a mission. Oh, here's another girl to add to the harem as well. You know, me and my harems, I always not necessarily love them, but there's nothing wrong with watching the harem type of anime with an OP character, okay? Sure, it's definitely nothing new, but it's still enjoyable seeing all these kind of aspects, seeing what new type of stupid ability, no magic they can think of, and him using it. Like, literally, the fight could have been like a lot better, but instead it turned into pretty funny because the fact that, guess what, instead of using his sword like I thought he was going to, we got to see Yai fight with her sword, so I thought maybe he would as well, and show that, you know, they're both kind of Eastern kind of, you know, weaponry and everything. But instead he decides to use his new ability, which is one of those abilities that he thought would be stupid and wouldn't really be helpful, but instead it's pretty damn helpful in the fact that he's just like slip and they all start slipping. The guy casting and summoning the damn lizard men, he's in the back for some reason out in the open, like, and not trying to hide at all, and then he just says slip and the guy just slips down, and he isn't able to summon anymore, and that was pretty much the end of that, you know. And then of course, like, literally just those kind of moments, literally it's so funny in the stupidest way, you know. Honestly, the comedy so far, it's more of not like full-blown funny, it's more of like, that's pretty damn stupid, it makes it funny, you know. But obviously this is not the type of anime for everyone. Like I said before, I'm kind of just watching it for more for enjoyment and more for the fact that nothing is gonna go bad, at least yet. Who the hell knows what if it's like a total twist and it's a huge dark ending or something like that, you know. But overall, I enjoy the episode, I enjoy the anime. It's nothing special, definitely not, you know, groundbreaking in any way, but I'm still going to continue to watch this. I'm going to still continue to review this. So if you do enjoy it as well, like I said, the way I do and everything, feel free to keep watching. If you do not like it, then hey, you don't have to watch at all, honestly. It's your choice in the end. But yeah, that's all I really got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, to like if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about the episode? Good, bad, whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to comment below. It's always awesome to hear your guys' thoughts. And yeah, that's all I really got to say. Can't wait to see what new shit what new null magic is going to be introduced that he can learn in the next episode. Is there going to be another girl added to his harem as it's slowly, you know, adding more and more as we go on? And of course, you know, are we going to get to see more of the smartphone? Because that's pretty much the main thing that I really do want to see, because that's the main thing that is different about this anime. So hopefully we get to see more of him using that. The only thing we saw him using that in this one was, of course, taking a picture, and that was pretty much about it. So yeah, that's all I really got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya.